Good morning, Eric Farmer here. This 28th day of August 2024 on a Thursday. Out here doing my morning training walk with Jake. Doing like a 2-mile walk this morning. We do it every morning these days. I've been doing about 2 miles with him and just working with him on his walking, and he's doing a lot better, you know. I found myself yesterday, I was getting upset with him a little bit because he kept pulling like that. And so now instead of getting upset, I'm just stop for a second. Just stop, let him relax, chill out. And it seems to help. You see, the thing I'm trying to do is just keep him in a totally relaxed state so that he doesn't want to take off in front of me and pull on the leash. But it's gotten a lot better, you know. It's a lot of work with this dog. It's definitely not an overnight fix. It's a day after day after day after day. And patience, you know, but sometimes you do lose your patience, you know. Yesterday I found myself losing my patience because I was like, man, I'm so tired of this dog pulling on the leash. I can't stand it anymore. I got to get angry with him. I got to get mad at him. I felt like, because he keeps doing it and he's not respecting, but I've learned that that's not a good way to do it. This is a much better way. See, he was pulling. I stop. Just relax. You gotta relax yourself. You know, if you're tensed up at all, the dog can sense it, I think. So I'll stand here for a minute, totally relaxed, and just wait. And once I sense that he's totally relaxed, we'll walk some more. Nice, good boy. Really nice. Not pulling on the leash. And then he will eventually get to a point where he'll forget about it and start pulling on the leash again. And then, but he's not really pulling too bad anymore. But man, it's taken a lot of work and effort. It's a good thing I got this time to work with him. Because, you know, if I was gainfully employed at the moment, it would be a lot harder for me to do this. It's, you know, but shit, I need to get gainfully employed. I can't keep this up much longer. I don't know, I think I might have just give up on trying to find a construction job. I don't feel like doing it anymore anyways, I don't think. I think sadly, my lifelong construction career that I've been doing since I was a kid, I think it's over with, man. I gotta face the reality that I gotta find something else to do with my life, you know. And the sooner the better, you know, but it's really tough to do, man. I really don't want to go apply for a job at the grocery store, but that's what I'm thinking I'm going to do, man. I think that's make half the money that I make in construction, but you know, I think I can make it work, man. It's kind of a miserable situation, you know, to sit there and work all day and then not be very happy when you see your paycheck every week. Good boy, Jake. But you got to face facts, and I cannot keep going on without making a living, even if it's a very sad living. I don't know, maybe I'll like it. Maybe it won't be so bad. And I'm thinking, you know, it would be the worst is if You know, because the grocery store always has a sign up there that says hiring, you know, now hiring. And it would really be a sad situation if I fucking applied for a job at the grocery store and didn't get hired, man. I would just say, no, we can't, you can't. You're too fucked up, we can't hire you. Well, maybe if you shave off your beard and get yourself some dentures, we might consider it, but no, I think they'll hire me. I'm pretty sure. I talked to a guy that worked there. I know this one guy named Chris that works there, and I asked him, I saw him at the brewery last week, and I asked him what it's like working. He says, yeah, it's not bad. He kind of likes working there, so I don't know. I talked to another friend, and I told him I was thinking about doing that, and he's telling me, man, you don't want to do that, man. He's telling me, you know, you're not going to like it. You know, you're going to hate working at the grocery store. You know, it's like everybody there is just like in a zombie mode, you know, like nobody sees, but I don't see that, man. I shop there all the time. I know all the people that work there pretty much. You know, see, I let Jake get away with that this time but yeah, I think that's what I'm going to have to do, man. I keep putting it off and putting it off. I'll say, I'll do it next week. One more week. I'll try to find a construction job for one more week, and if I can't do it, you know, there's a lot of pros and cons to working there. You know, the cons are, you know, it pays like shit, but it's only 15 minutes from my house. Hopefully I can get like as early as possible, you know, start working at the earliest that they allow, you know, maybe 5 or 6 in the morning. They don't open till 8, but I'm sure they got people in there real early in the morning to do things in there, you know, stock shelves or whatever the fuck needs to be done. But yeah, every day I become more and more committed to doing that because I don't know what else to do, man. There's not much else I qualified to do besides construction that I've been doing all my life. And it's kind of sad, you know, that here I am in this situation, but you know, it's true. I made my own bed and I'm sleeping in it. You know, I could have done a lot of things different in my life. You know, I didn't want to go to school. I didn't want to go to college. I didn't want to get a good education where I could get hired into a nice, easy, cushy job that pays a couple $100,000 a year. You know, it's just not the path I chose in life. I chose to do everything the hard way, and because I hated school. I don't know if it was the hard way or not, man. Going to college ain't easy either, I don't think. But yeah, here we are, looking at my age to go and work in a grocery store to survive. That's what I got to do. It's what I got to do, man. At least it's a steady job, you know. I don't have to worry about, you know, in construction. It's always you work until you run out of work, and then you got to find more work. You know, it's never a guarantee that you're going to find work. You know, even if you have your own business, you know, sometimes you can't find a job. So, but I've never really done my own construction business. That's another thing, you know, never being kind of, and I got to block the sun out of my eyes so I can look ahead for any moose that might be hanging out. I still haven't really encountered a moose with Jake yet. Don't know how he's pulling a little bit too much now, so I'm going to stop, let him relax for a second, figure out what he's doing here, because I really don't like it when he pulls on the leash. I'm not gonna punish him for it, but I'm gonna stop and get him to relax, and then he'll remember that, yeah, I'm not supposed to pull on the leash. I watching this dog trainer, Mark Dubose. He's really good, man. His whole approach is very unorthodox, you might say. He doesn't, you know, he doesn't punish the dog. His approach is to, you know, be patient with the dog and not try to force the dog to do things. You know, it takes a lot of patience, but you know what? His dogs are great, man. So really, really good advice. I think he's got a lot of videos. I think I watch one of his videos every morning at least before I take my dog for a walk, and it puts me in a good state of mind, you know, that, you know, I gotta be patient with the dog. You know, I can't be punishing the dog all the time for nothing. But, you know, that's just a lot of people's approach. When the dog doesn't do what they don't want him to do, their approach is to scold the dog and say, you know, no, don't do that. You know, I don't want you to, you know, so his approach is more or less just ignore the dog mostly, man, and then let the dog do what it wants to do and let it be a dog. And then once it gets that out of its system, then it will be more, you know, receptive to listening to what you want it to do. You know, if you let it do what it wants to do, it'll come back to you and start doing more of what you want it to do. Kind of like it's his approach. Never forcing, never, you know, getting mad, never punishing, just finding out what the dog, you know, that's his whole thing, finding out what the dog needs and then meeting the dog's needs. And then you'll notice all your dog's bad behavior will start to go away. That's the approach I'm using now. We'll see how it works. You know, if I can get this dog to just not be aggressive towards other dogs, you know, that's the main thing right there. That's really what I want, you know. It's really my dream with this dog is to be able to take him around any other dog, anywhere. And, you know, a lot of times he's not the aggressor, but once the dog pushes his button, he flips the fuck out. And I want to get him over that, man. I want him to be able to be around other dogs, you know, because I think it's real important for dogs to, he always wants to walk around me when I do this, because I train him to do that. So then I gotta manipulate the leash around, and I'm sure it looks weird on camera, but whatever. But anyways, yeah, beautiful morning up here. Sun finally came out from behind the clouds, and about 50 degrees. But yeah, I think I've come to the conclusion, man, I gotta do it. I have to go get a job at the goddamn grocery store, man. As much as I'm dreading it, you know, I really don't want to do it, but I got to do something, man. These bills ain't going to pay themselves, man, and they ain't going to stop coming in. And I mean, I'm looking at some serious bills every year, man. Insurance and fucking you name it. That's the big killer, man. Car and house insurance. It's between those two things, it's $6,000 a year, and just getting more every year. And, you know, so I got to pay those bills like 4 times a year. I got them each spread out over 2 payments a year, every 6 months. So that's, and then I got to have my furnace service is like $500 every year. Otherwise, my warranty goes bad. And got to get my septic tank pumped. I mean, these are just the bills that come with having a house, right? Maintenance never ends. So yeah, recently had to have a water heater put in. So these things just keep adding up. So, and I got a dog to take care of. And you know, I might have to get a room. As much as I hate the idea of having to get a roommate, I might just I just might have to. So hopefully I can find a decent roommate that will not be a drama queen and not take half-hour showers. Someone that can fucking get in there and take a 5-minute shower and get out and not freaking fill up my septic tank. Here we go, baby. Harrison Walsh, Kamala. There's a lot of these kind of people around here, I think. But anyways, just thought I would do a little update video this morning. Try to do one of these a week. And yeah, see how it plays out. I mean, gotta just get myself, you know, swallow my pride and go start working at the damn grocery store. It might be the best thing I ever did. We'll see. Anyways, thanks for watching. We'll talk to you guys soon. Another little dead snake in the road. Used to see a lot of these snakes. A lot of snakes around here, but I never see any live ones anymore.